Welcome to the Kamsky Analytics Daily Market Commentary. I'm Paulo Navarro. Today is Friday, July 27, 2012. For the market internals, the New York Stock Exchange Advanced Decline Differential closed at 1,701. Nasdaq Advanced Decline Differential closed at 1,145. There were 57 new 52-week highs for the S&P 500 and 2 new 52-week lows for the S&P 500. This is a pretty positive reading for the market overall. For the volatility, there were 300,000 contracts traded on the VIX today, with almost 60 million in total premiums paid. For the dollar-weighted put-call ratio, in August we saw a 2.3 with 69% of the total premiums paid. This is a bullish reading. For September, we saw 1.26 with 16% of the total premiums paid, a neutral to bullish reading here. Okay, here we have the daily chart for SPX. We can see here we had a beautiful day, up almost 2%, 26 points for the S&P here. We're right now at 1386, we could call it. Pretty good move here on the news, basically, again, that Europe will back the Europe. And we here continue to see that we're now making what we thought it was a double top. Now more looking like a continuation of higher highs, higher lows, this trend line of higher highs, higher lows. Pretty good here overall pattern on the market. We're looking for the next target. We're calling out 1400 here on the SPX, and the downside target would be 13760, 1357, which is the 06. Looking at the weekly chart, very nice pattern here on the weekly chart, going from the lows to the highs. Here you can see perfect signaling here on CI diff. You can see here the bottom of the market going exactly here to the highs, and we should continue this higher here on the weekly chart. Our target's gonna be 1430. Of course, we need to break that 1400 on the daily chart and then come here to test the highs of the year that we have. The downside target or support is gonna be at 1360, pretty much the same as the daily chart. This is gonna be then a critical level to hold 1360 on the S&P for the weekly chart and the daily chart. Now we're gonna look at the SPY to get some targets, more tradable targets here. We're gonna start with the daily chart. Here perfectly touching 2 sigma today, 138.70, and then we're looking for 140 right now, the positive 3 sigma. Again, the support is gonna be at 135.82, and we're looking for 140 on the daily chart. For the weekly chart, very nice confirmation of last week, breaking 06 to the upside, and here we confirm that it was indeed a breakout. We had not break 06 since here we broke down on May, and now we're able to get back above 06 on the weekly chart. Targets are 143, but first we're looking for 140 on the daily chart. As I mentioned on SPX, support pretty close to daily and weekly. We're looking at 136 level, 136 on the weekly and 135.80 on the daily chart. Those are going to be critical levels here to hold, which is here the 06, and then we're looking here for our targets. Now we're gonna look here at gold. We're gonna start with the daily chart for GLD. Again, very nice breakout here in gold. We were up 0.6. It was a good day overall, and we finished at 157.50, positive 2 sigma. We're now looking for 159. Here we must point out that we are at a very critical level right now. 159 is gonna be the upper resistance of what we have been in the range since basically the summer. All of June has been, that was the top. We're right now at some resistance, but we're gonna see what happens here if the market continues to rally. Again, we're looking for 159, which is gonna be our upper resistance. Above that, gold could start to rally faster. On the weekly chart for GLD, here we see that we were able to break the 06 to the upside on the weekly chart. This is start of getting bullish on gold again. You could see for 19 weeks we had not been able to close above on the weekly chart, and today we were able, just at it. 157.11 is the 0.6. We closed at 157.54. So basically add. We're gonna have to wait for confirmation next week, and if we do confirm and break the 159 level, our target would be 163.50. So we want a confirmation here on gold because we just closed above it. Now we're gonna look at the VIX. Daily chart here for the VIX. You could see here we were down almost 5%. We broke 0.6 line to the downside, which was very good, what we needed for the market to rally. We're now at a pretty low volatility level, 16.7. We even want to go and test the lows here at 1510, -2 sigma on the daily chart. For the weekly chart, we talked about we wanted to see a close below 0.6 on the weekly that we had been doing for a couple of weeks so far. This is the close we needed. We closed at 1670 below the 18.606 line, and we continue the path lower here on the VIX weekly chart. Here we have the 52-week highs and 52-week lows for the S&P 500. 57 new 52-week highs. Pretty good reading here, finishing at the highs of the week, and only two new 52-week lows finishing at the lows of the week, which was pretty good for the bullish case in the market here. We have a special offer by TradeStation. Get your Hamsley Analytics proprietary indicators paid by TradeStation. Contact Active Traders office in Chicago, Peter Albino, at the number listed below. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you Monday.